EA Sports. It's in the game. Boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping the track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic tells me, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just underscoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around and around. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the break and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish a line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Burrow. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 6 man. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Mills. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He'll buy some time right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mills steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Toward the pylon, caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That ball caught by Campbell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Burrow on play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now Mills on 4th down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mills flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Mills on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mills. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Mills. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mills again. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones, 29 yards. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
from just shy of midfield. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Mills. Here's a diving catch right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Bills have recovered. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Santos' kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
From the 31, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try the middle with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Burrow being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Bills! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, Mills. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now Cook running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They fights him off. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
A 2nd down throw for Mills. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And now the rookie's free. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Mills. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by